July 2nd, I can't believe it's July already, at 6:03. Hearing on the utility disconnects. Anybody here to discuss disconnects? I don't see their names on here.
I'll make a motion for utility disconnections.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Public comments? No public present. Tim? You're up, Tim. I moved too fast. He done got his paper ready again.
Yeah, they were covering my mouth. Okay. Let's start. More picture. Picture. I have,
Yep, picture, yep.
I do too. Yeah, I do too. That's nice.
I have three things I'd like to talk about.
Okay.
And I'm trying to make it short. The very first thing is the most difficult probably, is the trying to get approval on the final thing on the park. And I understand there's some questions about that. However, I think I got a couple of things I need to share with you. Let's go by the first page. The first page, you see, when we have the social area was approved back in September 2025. We said at that time we wanted to put up shade sails. Well, the whole shade sail thing has went from robust to bust. And the reason being is a number of things. Cost. Somebody told me a cost that isn't even close to that. We had a bid of $83,000 for these shades. So we're covering an area. It's ridiculous.
It is.
And then I wanted to put posts on the outside. It's honestly, it's too close. I went down and measured again. I would even allow it. You know, like even if I wanted to cheat, I wouldn't allow it. And then the maintenance issues. I mean, you got to take them down in the winter. You're going to have to tighten them up. And you're going to replace them probably in 3 to 5 years. So I know a truss company, and I decided that.
You know trust company?
I do.
Do you?
I do. Not our truss company, but I do notice that. So I thought, why don't we look at building a building? And so I came up with this. I think it was kind of a snazzy design. And if you look at this, this is what it would look like with the tables and stuff. The tables won't look quite like that because that's just the picture that came with it. But if you notice, there's the post. It takes up about 20 feet by 36 feet. So it's almost the same size as the pavilion that's down there. The difference is we opened this up, this is what we call cantilever. If you notice this part right here, it cantilevers over. That way, the handicap can run all the way on that one side. No obstruction at all. And I think that's a good thing. And it goes right up the ramp and it can go right into the courts. So the difference what we did from last year, from the approval thing, we changed from shade sails to this. So that's one part of what we're trying to.
Well, that might be sturdier for the wind that will whip through there.
You know, I'll tell you something. The engineers that did this won't come out of the ground for 200 years, I swear. What we had to do to get this all work, because wind is really difficult. It wants to take uplift. In this case, I mean, concrete goes down 4 feet. It's got specialized anchors. Everything's engineered. I'm happy to give the permit people whatever they need to show that all this has been calculated out. And so anyway, we'd like to change to this. So that's kind of an update of where we were from back in September. This next picture is, you kind of see something like this. It just kind of, it shows that particular shade structure. That was my whole point. I know there's some thoughts about where to locate this thing, that donor, but it's a nice picture. You know, it shows you where things go or where we're thinking it goes. This next one I redid. So we had ADA. I know more about ADA now than I've ever known in my life. And it's quite interesting. I mean, you change one little thing.
There's a lot to it.
It is. There's a lot to it. So in this particular case, we made this van accessible, which is different than car accessible.
Car accessible, yeah.
This is wider. So I did that and I changed the route of the sidewalk here, which I think is a little bit better. It gets us over here.
Is this the parking, is this,
This is existing parking right here.
okay, is this the one over by the playground or is this the new parking that you put in for the pickleball court side?
It's the one over by, the first parking. The
Okay.
first parking,
Okay.
okay, yeah.
The one that's down.
Sign that says
Yeah.
handicap.
Yeah, okay.
That's them again.
Just getting my bearings.
Yeah. So anyway, I redid that. I don't know. I really wasn't planning on doing this part. I know it needs to get done. It's just painting, I think, is all this is. So I can work with the town or whatever to get that done. But the concrete, all that would be put in, and it'll be put in perfectly level. It doesn't need one of those, you see those red things you drive across that has little bumps in
Oh,
them?
yes, yes.
I researched that to the end of the world, and you don't have to have one as long as it's level, and you're not going onto a street.
Okay.
So but you don't need to trust me, you can find out, the permit guy can probably tell us more
I'm sure
on
you
that.
will.
And then the last page is just kind of show you an overall view, looking straight down on it. It's the gray part, I think that's gray, if we're not colorblind, yeah.
Yeah.
That is the new sidewalk. And the location, and then the social area is right here. And then there's a sidewalk that goes around here. This part, we talked about back in September, but we didn't talk about this part. So what I would like to ask for is a conditional approval with, says, you have the right to change things, but we need to get together on it. If we need to move a building somewhere a little bit one way or the other, I'll have to know that.
Right.
My problem is that we have people lined up for concrete, and if you get out of the queue,
Right.
Then you have to wait again.
So, just so you know, because I was gone and all the other issues, Tim has called me, we're playing phone tag right now. We're gonna try to get either tomorrow or the beginning of next week to have our meetings, and
Okay.
then if you guys are okay, we can make the decision
Yeah.
and let you know what comes of our meeting,
Okay.
and then.
and I'll be happy to attend with you
Okay,
if we have any questions.
okay,
I'm sure he knows more about that than I do, but I've learned a lot.
yes, Tim,
Yeah.
yeah, Tim and I are
We're
playing phone
fine.
tag right now. I was in a meeting, he was in a meeting, I was in a meeting, and then I was
Well, he was
in,
on vacation,
and I was on vacation, so.
Right.
because it's been like 6 weeks since.
Yeah, so last 2 days, Tim and I have been playing phone tag, so,
I'm fine with whatever you
I'm
guys.
happy with that. I
Because I'm
would
gonna
like to
get
know.
things rolling. I mean, it's been 6 weeks.
it has been,
I mean, it's, you know, we'd like to get this done.
yeah.
I mean,
So hopefully by the first part of next week, we should be
Okay.
able to let you know something.
What I would like to know though, do you have anything against this?
No.
I think
I like it.
this is a giant, you won't have to touch this for 15 years. I almost
I
guarantee you that.
personally don't. I think that looks better than the shades.
Yes.
And it gives you more shade,
Right,
and it doesn't rain on you. Because the shade sales,
right.
they overlap and stuff. And I heard what happened here, and that's just unfortunate, But it was a strong wind, they had.
We've had strong winds.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Okay. Conditional, or let's go to the next thing. The next thing is, concrete. I'm finding out, it used to be easy to get bids.
Yeah.
It is not easy to get bids.
It is not.
It really isn't.
When you ask for 3 bids, people look at you weird these days.
I'll turn this in. I have 3 bids
Okay?
for concrete. Winco, have you heard about them down there? I don't want to stand over you, but I'm standing next to you here. Jeremy Davis, you know him?
Yep.
And Neil Hick.
Yep.
I've checked all their work, they all do fine work, right? There's no problem with any of it. But Neil Hick came in $5,000 less. So the others, the first, Winco didn't get it quite right, he's 31,000. Jeremy Davis is 30,000. about that. And Neil, I think, is giving that money to help us.
Yeah, okay.
And he does fabulous work. So what I have is those three estimates. I have his contract here that we would have to approve, or you would have to approve. I also have the W-9, because you gotta have a W-9, I know I have, and then a COI,
Mhm.
certificate of insurance, I'm getting all that.
Okay.
I would choose him, if you tell me that you wanna use Jeremy Davis, and I don't have a problem, I like Jeremy, it is that. But $5,000,
$5,000 is $5,000.
So do I turn that in?
Oh,
There you go. We're currently on the books to hopefully get just the social area poured mid-July. And our goal is to get that, we want to get as much done as we can before the festival. And I got people lined up to do all kinds of things, it's just,
The main
Yeah.
thing is to get the concrete poured or?
we're doing that, we're doing some piers next week
Oh,
for the building. As long as you said the building's okay, I'm gonna go forward with the piers, and he'll pour concrete around all that.
yeah.
We're not pouring concrete, he's pouring concrete. And I also think that the concrete guy, what's her name?
Who?
Purdy.
Purdy.
I think he's using Purdy, you ever heard of them?
Oh, Purdy, I've seen it.
Because IMI, you can't get it concrete from them, they're shipping it all down yeah. So he talked, apparently, I think he talked to them and they got a better deal.
Okay, good.
So I like Neil Geck, doing it just simply because the costs, I think it's better. He bid it exactly the way it's supposed to be bid. He hasn't seen this last little revision for them, but we also bid it in a square foot fashion. If you look at it, it says like 4,200 square feet. If we change that and it's less, it's a little less money. If it's more than that, it's a little bit more money. But it's a fair way to do it. And so that's what they did. And Jeremy did the same thing. Winco is a little bit different. That's, I don't, they didn't even bid all of it. So, and this is all 5-inch thick. We was gonna go 4 inches thick. We went 5 inches thick. We're using a fiber mesh, which is a stronger concrete. I believe you're using 4,000 pound PSI. And all of that makes everything better. So you can drive your trucks across it, you can drive a tractor across it, and we won't crack it or break it. That's the idea. Because I don't want somebody to call me later and say, Tim, you did it.
Yeah,
I don't need that in my life, and nobody does.
no.
So let's do it right, and
And then it'll be done.
any of those guys would do it right. So anyway, I'm submitting that. Is this something that we can move forward on, or is it?
do you know what all paperwork they need to have for a bid submitted?
I do not, but I can check with Treva on Monday, she's back in, we
Okay,
can just verify it,
yeah,
if everything looks good, and then you guys, once you guys meet you in town, and you feel like you guys can proceed, then.
and if we have to call a special meeting to vote, would you all be willing to do that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to get out of line, or get out
No,
of, I don't mind getting out of line, I get out of line most of the time, just ask you.
You're doing a good thing.
we can try to move it along as fast as we
We
can.
are.
Yeah, I don't want to get out of the queue, boy, you do that, you get.
Oh, the insurance.
And I think there was something.
The last item.
That they may have to comment on,
Okay.
but if we have to have a special meeting to vote on this
We
to get it going.
just do that real quick.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give that to you.
Okay. Perfect.
Just to make
Also,
sure our
I
ducks
think
are.
you know this, I'm gonna just update you. BCF, Benton County, or
Community
Community Foundation. They approved our grant for less than what we asked for, which I think you're aware of this already. But we have already got donations we've already matched the grant. So within the first 5 days. So we have a lot of interest with Park. I don't know how to explain what's going on, because I don't even know if I can explain it. But we're seeing things that I would have never thought we would see so quick. We got people that's in picnics, we got people that families down there. It's a joy.
It's
For us.
gonna be.
I mean,
it's gonna be nice.
we started out with pickleball courts, that was the big thing. It is so much bigger than that. And it's
One good
wonderful to
thing
see.
still rolls into several.
Yes.
So
That's great.
we just like to just keep on going, you know, and keep our momentum going on this.
Yes.
However, people that come to town, we tell people, oh, it's underneath the water tower. We like the third option, third thing we'd like to talk about. And that is 3 signs we'd like the town to purchase. I don't know, we're gonna use something like this. We'll have a graphic artist come up with something. 2 of the signs would go right up here at Main Street where it says K components and whatever. That way you can see it coming this way, you can see it going that way, and it'll point down that way. And the other one's on 5th Street, which says a bike route.
Mhm.
It'd be on that post pointing to the park. And it would look something like, we can get the artwork probably done if you can order it or whatever. We've been working with a company called Freckles
Oh,
Graphics,
yeah. Right.
and they have been great to work with.
Where do we get the street signs from in town, Ron? Where do we get our signs from?
We have to get special signs that are
Yeah,
regulated,
Right.
so I'll have to ask.
we've got some from the Econo signs, and then we've got some from.
I agree, we need a park, we need a sign that shows where that park is, because
Yeah.
people don't know how to
And
get
if
it.
you can find something different, I had Betsy give us the logo,
Oh, yeah.
and I kinda thought,
Yeah, well,
Why
that's
not use
the logo of the park, so.
when you go to the park, that's what you
That's
see.
what it is, yeah, so we can definitely.
And
I'll make sure I get talking with Treva and Tim and
Yeah.
figure out.
And we'd rather see that in your budget than our budget.
I'm sure-
I can
I'm
tell
sure
you
we
the
can get a
prices,
couple of signs to show.
I can tell you the size of them.
Or I
I have my glasses on.
don't know how you can miss it, you know, I like that.
Those 3 signs, somewhere between $260 to $300. And these signs are a lot bigger than I thought they were. These up here are 18 by 36 inches wide. I would have thought they were 2 foot wide, but they're 36 inches, and I think you want to match the same side. And then the one down here is 18 by 24.
There's something that's in that.
And how much was the
How much was
signs?
Freckles?
Here's the size of the sign.
How much was Freckles gonna charge?
I did get a bid from Freckles.
Oh, okay.
They'll be less.
Okay.
That came off of Amazon
Okay,
sign.
Amazon.
okay.
And how much were the signs, Tim?
Up to
Up
300,
to
Oh, wow,
300.
300.
but depending on what sign company we have.
If you change the logo, I don't think we need anything fancy like the sign all cut out, just a
We
sign.
just need park and an arrow.
Yeah, that's kind of what we need. And so what I would do, if I'll be happy to call Freckles, I know the people now in there, and find out what the cost is exactly and how soon we could do it. But you need to tell me, is there certain things that you require on a sign? Does it need to be reflective?
That would be Tim and a
Tim will
Treva
know.
truck question, and I'll add that to my Tim.
I think it wants to be an aluminum sign. I would think that's what we want, aluminum
Yes.
sign. But they have different coverings that fit over it that you don't have to do anything for 15 years or so. So if you let me know, I'm happy to work with you on it. We've got a graphic artist that can help change it around if we want to. We're not looking for anything super fancy, but just something. We have people that can't find a park,
Yeah,
which I can imagine that.
yeah,
But when you live here all the time, you don't have a problem finding a park.
exactly.
There's a lot of ball diamonds and,
I know, the
That are
people
hard
don't
to
even know
find.
where the ball diamonds are.
yeah,
We're drawing people. Williamsport, Pine Village, a number of people from Warren County.
That's a huge.
Boswell, Ambia, all those towns. Even though they're putting in pickleball courts in Oxford, they're still coming here. And it comes to, I don't talk about pickleball, but on what we found is that people go over where they have fun.
Right.
They don't, it's not because of the court necessarily. I mean, you can't have something junky, but, so we see it continue. We get more and more people every week. The other night, we had 30-some basketball players and we had,
Oh, wow.
all the courts were full.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
And I didn't know,
As hot as it was?
Dude, we didn't even know, we only knew 8 of them, so
Oh, wow.
that's good.
It is
That's
good.
good.
I think we're accomplishing our goal, but I didn't realize it was gonna turn into this.
Yeah,
I didn't think the park would, but it has.
But is,
So I think as we continue, and then if we get this to work, next year we may add more paths, because walking is a big deal. And you know, this is out here, I'm riding my bike on that, it's nice and smooth.
good. I'm glad it's,
I did wish the wind was blowing behind me all the time, but it doesn't.
you get halfway.
Yeah, halfway.
Halfway, then you get your
But anyway, it looks nice.
Thank you.
Out there, it does, it looks very nice. And I did mention to Treva that if we get to a point, we might be able to help you with your fence.
Okay,
Don't ask me how.
well,
Yeah, but we do have people that are, we've got a lot of people engaged in volunteering,
that's good.
and we don't want to stop that.
right.
You build it and they will
And
come.
we have really talented people around here. I mean, really, farmers and stuff that can do a lot of different things. And they also have equipment.
Right.
So, you know, I think that we've got a movement going now between that and this. I'd love to tie these paths together. But,
That was a dream at one time, so.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it can always still be a
It
dream.
can still be a dream, it's just not in the near future dream.
and we have talked to the individual, which way, north of us. There, he has 5 acres. And, it's not for sale yet.
Hmm.
But there's another parcel, just, let's see, it'd be this way, that's north of Fifth Street too, that we'd be interested in.
Stay tuned.
And, we can get help with that through the banks and stuff, if it be, yeah. The beauty of that is it just gives us more space. And that's kind of why I'm locating most of the stuff on that side of the park, because I think that'll become a reality. That's my
Sounds
speech for
good.
this evening.
All right, well, thanks
Okay,
for
well,
keeping
thank
us
you.
updated, and I will let you know as soon as,
Yeah, just let me know. I know that next Monday and Tuesday I'm busy, but that doesn't mean that I can't break away.
Mhm.
So,
okay,
And you
and
guys.
if you have any
people
questions,
on there,
and I do have all the information for, Tim.
Okay.
I mean, all the engineering stuff.
Yep.
If he wants to see it.
he probably, I mean, you probably just
What?
send it in.
She's just talking. She
Yeah,
was saying something.
you probably just send that information, can you email it, or do you have it like hard copy?
Oh,
Can you email your things to Tim?
Tim
Can you
Clark.
email your paperwork to Tim Clark so he has that?
I can. I'd rather not.
Okay.
See what he wants for sure.
Yeah,
Well, as soon as he gets it, he's gonna ask a question, and that's fine that he does. But if we have to do it that way, I've emailed Tim
okay,
4 or 5 times already,
okay,
and I'm just not, I know he's got situations going on at home, and I'm doing the same thing that you're doing, phone
Okay.
tag, or email tag, I guess.
okay.
I can do that.
Let me see what he's got, and if we need more information, I'll let
It
you
would be
know.
easier not to do that for his sake, not necessarily for mine. I'm all ready to send it.
Okay,
So it's just a button for me to hit.
all right, I'll see if he needs anything, and I'll let you know.
Okay.
Okay, all right, thanks.
What, Ronald?
Thank
I got
you.
a question for Tim.
Okay,
What was the width of the sidewalks?
4'2",
4'2".
50 inches. That's the narrowest one. You'll see that the sidewalks that come off are 5 foot wide.
Okay.
ADA requires 36 inches.
mhm,
So we're, and I think I mentioned that last time.
Okay.
2 of us stood side by side and walked down the thing. And, you know, but the minimum sidewalk, I believe, is 4'2".
Okay.
They're marked on
Sounds good.
there. Okay,
right.
I will get back with you as soon as I can.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you,
you.
girls.
Thank you.
Have a good, safe weekend.
You
guys
too.
Happy 4th.
All right,
You
moving
can
on.
throw everything else you got away,
Okay,
because it just, I got a stack of paperwork at home. Yeah. Throw it away. Keep this.
all right, thanks.
Have a good evening.
You too.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right, approval of the June 2026 minutes.
I make a motion to approve the June 26 minutes, or 2026 minutes.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. Oh, did you pull one?
Both these are messages.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to read them. All right, claim number 1, we have 3 claim reports tonight.
Okay.
This is for the June 18th that we didn't have the meeting on June 18th.
Okay.
So this is the claim report for that. So general, 33,796.26, MVH, 495, development fund, 48,52.24, riverboat fund, 350, donations, parks, 285.21, community center fund, 613.85, Otterville utilities, 50, CCD, 715.31, water operating, 11,138.95, water bond and interest, 20,398, wastewater treatment operating, 9,535.20, stormwater utility operating, 2,105.22, payroll, 34,553.78 for a total of 118,889.01.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the claims.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? There's one. Claims number 2 is for the July 2nd meeting. General, 21,831.05, development funds, 16,367, water operating, 24,984.27, wastewater treatment operating, 35,895.47, wastewater treatment construction fund, 3,400, stormwater utility operating, 39,94.30, payroll, 32,660 and 15 cents for a total of 139,132.24.
Okay, I make a motion to approve the claims for July 2nd, 2026.
And I'll second. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? There's the second one. And then this one is for the, for tonight's meeting, but it is the bond stuff.
Proceeds.
So this one is just the wastewater treatment construction fund, 193,450, for a grand total of 193,450.
I'll make a motion to approve. Claim.
I'll second. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Did you second him?
Yes. There you go. Did I cover all the money?
Yes.
Okay. And Tim is not here. So that moves us to Miss Deandra Pritchett.
All right, so as you guys got the software packet sent to you, so as you guys were aware, the new software that we purchased last year with Fry, they could not commit to installing after they said 3 months. So we did get our funds returned. So with that being said, we seem very good with the Banyan software. So our quote that you guys were sent, was we would need to purchase the software, pay for 1 year maintenance and training, and then that would cost $27,219.75. And then after that first year, the annual maintenance would be, which would be support services, would be $5,545. So with that being said, that would give us a current annual saving over $8,000 annually.
That's good.
So we would just use those funds that to pay for the software that was returned from Fry. So
So do we need a motion to go with Banyan?
so I just need a version.
I'll make a motion to go with Banyan software for the 27,219.75 with the annual maintenance of $5,545.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Okay.
All right, so next is ordinance 2026-07028. And it's an ordinance declaring certain personal property to be surplus property and worthless. The town of Otterburn has certain used personal property listed below to be surplus property with no value and authorizes to be disposed pursuant to Indiana Code 5-22-22-8. With that being said, the list of surplus property is the wooden playground set being taken down at the town park. And the other property was the metal and plastic playground equipment received from the old Boswell School. So we just need that ordinance.
I make a motion, we go with ordinance 2026-0702A.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
I think I sent you guys the resolution and then I have it in front of you guys as well, I think.
Yep.
So it's resolution number 2026-0702. It's the resolution to transfer funds to the town of Otterburn. Whereas the town council of the town of Otterburn, Indiana has excess funds of $17,627.60 in the Oprah grant funded project, which is unused and unencumbered. And whereas the town council believes it is prudent to move $7,737.45 from the Oprah grant project to the water debt reserve. Whereas the town council believes it would be prudent to move $9,890.15 from the Oprah grant fund project to the water bond and interest account.
Yep. Just need a motion to be able to move between funds.
I'll make a motion to move between funds, resolution 2026-0702.
I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
And then with that being said, then on Monday, we will do due to our office being closed tomorrow, we'll do the transfer of those funds on Monday. So last, I just need a motion to ratify the date, June 30th, in the resolution 2026-0115, which was the ordinance or resolution authorizing temporary transfer of funds. So due to the closing of the bond being July 1st, and we received the money on July 1st, the transfer of the $118,450 was not transferred on June 30th, but it was transferred on July 1st. So I just need a motion to ratify the date, June 30th to July 1st for resolution 2026-0115. Does that make sense?
I know. I'll make a motion to ratify the June 30th date to July 1st for resolution 2026-0115.
And I'll second.
All in favor? Aye. All opposed?
And that's all that I have.
Okay. Anybody got anything other?
I do. All the banners are up,
I've seen that, I like
Even
that.
the-
So nice.
even the two at the intersection, we put the
I
brackets
was trying to
in.
drive slow on this side of the road. It's not.
Yeah,
I was going to the church and I couldn't.
so all those are up,
It's so nice.
Yes.
Briar Park, Thompson Park, and Big Park, they're all nice and neat. Some of them got flags and everything,
So
so.
we're getting them.
All
I guess I
right.
forgot. I didn't know we were getting them.
You may not have been at that meeting,
I might have missed that meeting then because I don't remember even.
because we also ordered new Seasonal
orders.
Yeah.
Seasonal. I didn't know you were doing
Yeah.
Those spring and winter ones did come in,
Yeah.
2 brackets.
Those are so nice, and it's
Yes,
just
very
really nice tribute.
So all that stuff's up, and then later this evening, I'll be spraying for mosquitoes again.
I heard you go by there and
Yes,
Ooh.
yes,
I couldn't get out to see who was driving.
yeah.
Well, drive extra slow past my house, because with that ditch flooding right there, we've had
Oh,
some.
yeah.
Oh.
So, all right, mosquitoes. Anything else? All right, I need a motion to adjourn at 6:40.
I'll make a motion to adjourn at 6:40.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?